Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icons to miss any of my most awesome videos. In front of us we have the Realistic Patrolman 3, yeah! This is model number 12-770. Pretty cool classic radio that I picked up off eBay for around $15. The guy sold it as a parts radio. He said he put a 9-volt battery in it, it didn't work, and I got it. And I fixed it fairly easily, and we'll talk about that. So let's go over dimensions real quick. We have 8 1/4 inches across, we have a height of 5 1/4 inches, and we have a depth of 2 3/4 of an inch. That includes the bottom of the base and the knobs, because it kind of flares at the bottom here. So we'll do a little size comparison. I guess I'll just leave it in the middle. Since it's a fairly big radio, we'll just take our little CC Skywave, and it'll probably fit right where the speaker is. There you go, to give you a general idea for size. We'll be using this as our frequency checker tonight. We'll do an AM band scan. Currently it's 10:06 p.m. Central Standard Time near Chicago, Illinois. There you go. And then we have CC Pocket. Again, fits right where the speaker spot is. Very cool. And then we have, let's see what else we got here. Where's Iron Man? I don't see Iron Man. There he is. Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He can spin like no one can. He loves radios made from Realistic brand. There it is. Cool. All right. Yeah, have fun. This is a cool radio. Just a fun little collector's item. Pretty happy to get it. Okay, let's talk about features of the Realistic Patrolman 3 12-770. Left-hand side here, you can see there is a DC input, a really tiny plug. I'm not sure what kind of plug that is, if it's like a small like mono-style jack, but pretty simple little setup. Here we have a metal handle that slides up and down here as it collapses down for storage. Pretty nice. You don't see metal on radios much anymore. Front of this radio, we have a speaker. The speaker's right about here, and it measures about 2 1/4 inches. Give you an idea. Realistic brand name. We have 3 dial windows, which is pretty cool. We have an AM tuner and a VHF and UHF tuner. You can see the window here, and as I move it, you can see the ranges here. This is what's marked on the dials. Go ahead and I'll spin this other one. Now this has its own tuner, the AM, and then the VHF and UHF share a tuner. And as you can see, this is like a dual window display as I turn it here. I was able to pick up some ham repeater towers with it. My weather station, I was unable to pick up any police chatter because I think my local police station moved over to digital, unfortunately. Okay, there's that. We have a Squelch control here, which works really well, actually. Pretty impressed with that. And our volume on-off switch right there. Little patrol car. Get out the way. Solid state Squelch controlled. Cool. This is a really fun radio. I have the Patrolman series of smaller radios. But when I saw this one come up for auction, I was like, oh, I gotta have it. It's just really neat with the 3 little round dials. I love it. Right hand side here, more of that handle that goes up and down. You can see the handle here. Pretty basic setup. It's a pretty rough looking radio, but $15 and it works. Pretty happy about it. There's the dial for the AM, and here's the dial for the VHF UHF. On top is also the antenna. Could be in better shape. I'm thinking about if I find a parts radio, I might replace it. It's dented, but it still fully extends, which is nice, and it still works. It does this kind of like notching, as you can see there. I do have a little corner chip here, but does not affect the radio at all, so not a big deal. Let's go to the back. On the back here, you can see it says Radio Shack, Tandy Corporation Company. And then you see there's a band select switch, UHF, VHF, AM. We'll leave it on VHF, see if we can pick up our weather station. We have an earphone jack on the back. Now let's see what else. We got 4 screws. Take the 4 screws apart, get to the internals, which is really nice. And you got a 4-inch ferrite antenna in there, a large ferrite antenna, which is nice. Hopefully we'll get some good, decent AM reception tonight. And here's our band information on the model 12770. There's a frequency range for AM, our VHF, our UHF, and then of course it runs on 6 volts instead of 9 volts like the person thought. It was missing the battery holder, and I had to improvise. I'm going to see if I can get this open on camera. It's actually fairly difficult. So what I did is I actually had to hardwire in a 4-cell pack. So I used to have a little 9-volt connector that would snap to this, but the one I had was too thick and it wouldn't fit. So I actually took the wires, routed them in there, and soldered them directly to the connection on the board. So it works pretty well. And this does come out too, so you can replace those batteries. So yeah, 4 AA batteries, pretty simple on those little 4-cell packs. Let me line that back up. There we go. So let's go ahead and turn on VHF and hear what we can hear on this guy. There is no FM, unfortunately, but that's okay. I like my AM. That's mainly what I listen to. I'm going to try to fully extend this as far as I can. Okay, I'm going to bring this up. The thing is I can pivot this. I lay this down. This is nice. Yeah, I think the handle fell on it in a previous lifetime and smashed that spot there, dented it. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this on and show you how this works. So we're on VHF. Takes a lot of volume. I may have to replace some capacitors, but it still works. I'm going to go a little slow here just to see if we pick up any firefighters. We'd be right in this lower range. Having a scanner is ideal. That's up in there. So we'll see if they come back. Okay, well maybe we can try to get them on the, as we go back down the dial. Let's show you the weather channel.
Lake Michigan. Sheboygan, Wisconsin to Pentwater, Michigan south. Rest of tonight. West winds 15 to 25 knots. Waves 3 to 5 feet building to 4 to 7 feet, occasionally to 9 feet. Friday, west winds 10 to 20 knots becoming north. Waves 4 to 6 feet, occasionally to 8 feet, subsiding to 2 to 4 feet. Friday night, northeast winds 10 to 15 knots becoming east 10 to 20 knots.
So such a strong transmission that the Squelch has no effect, but on a weaker transmission it does. And I'll show you that.
Waves 3 to 5 feet. Winds.
Usually nothing up here for me, so we're going to go back down. Okay, so see if we can hear those folks again. Squelch. You dial it in. And it works really well if you get a good transmission. Okay, it kind of gives you an idea. I am picking up something there. I'm thinking there might be a distant police station, not really a local one. Let's go ahead and go to UHF. Let's see which way is UHF. There we go. I don't think we'll pick up anything on UHF, but we can give it a try. Typically in the evening, we do tend to do better on UHF in my area. Little sudden kind of noise. Okay. So anyway, it does work. It's pretty cool as long as you got some analog transmissions happening in your area. Right now I don't. At the night, I kind of want to do this review at night because the AM band is really sweet on this radio. And the Patrolman side of it comes secondary. And I'm enjoying it though. It's a pretty cool radio. Nice sounding audio on here. Oh, by the way, the antenna is 15 inch. It's probably perfect length for VHF. Love it. So let's go ahead and fire up the AM band. Here we can hear. So I'm going to go ahead and retract this antenna. And then we'll see what we can hear tonight. Yeah, this is a really cool collectible. I think I've only seen this once or twice out there. So hopefully, if you guys are interested in this radio, you can find one too. Okay, I cleaned up that band switch too when I took it apart. Wasn't that difficult. Just use some deoxys on a Q-tip and then hit the sides of the switch. Okay. Let's go ahead and start on the AM band here. Is there anything making noise? No.
Saturday at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific on ABC and streaming live on the ESPN app. This week on Football Sunday, it's an interconference.
Okay, getting to my list here. WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin. About 70 miles away, 400 watts. Always a weak station to pick up on my radios.
I wouldn't say that audiences should trust documentary filmmakers as a whole. I think audiences smart and they should go into watching a film like they watch any film with,
Check my
thinking
Skywave.
about what is the point of view of the director. Are they telling an honest story? I think
It's kind of nice and clear. 550.
Documentary filmmaking is like
It's KTRS, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles, 5,000 watts.
I think there's all kinds of filmmakers who are out there, and so
let's take Ken Burns.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we just said Lynn Novick.
Mayfield shotgun, steps up. Mayfield in trouble, spins out of it. Mayfield steps, throws, end zone. Oh, what a grab! Touchdown! Steven Carlson in traffic.
Okay, this is WIND, 560. Chicago local. Thursday Night Football.
No idea how Carlson comes up with that in the back of the end zone. It starts with pretty good protection. It breaks down, but Mayfield buys time, is working, and...
Well, your daughter was disabled while serving her country. It's your first job when she returned home.
Brothers, husbands, and daughters, all who have served need our help.
That's why OAR joins Paralyzed Veterans of America's Mission Able campaign dedicated to
WNEX, Yankton, South Dakota. 460 miles, 5,000 watts. Nice grab.
They fought for us, and now we need to fight for them. To learn more, visit mission-able.com. Public service to paralyzed veterans of America.
Hi, this is Steve Crawford. Many of you love the weekend, but hate Mondays because it means you have to go back to your job. You're listening to surveys show that as many as 70% of working people don't like their jobs. There's that. If you're a Steelers fan, that you may not be able to throw and succeed. But if they need a safety in the near future, at least they'll Mason Rudolph can tackle. So my goal is at least there's that from that standpoint.
I think Ryan
580 or
did an incredible
590.
job on all the different ESPN shows. Said it best. He said, Troy Aikman on Twitter. He says, Troy Aikman is a Hall of Famer, and I believe what he said was quarterbacks.
I think Omaha, Nebraska. 405 miles, 5,000 watts, KXSP.
Standing right in his like of a sight.
And then he starts pointing fingers and doing the arms away from his sides. That's a really good way to have people have a conversation about
Worship
worship every Sunday morning at 8:30 or 11 a.m. with the congregation of First Lutheran Church at 1100 East Superior Street in Duluth. The 8:30 service is aired live on 610 KDAL and on 103.9 FM. Child care is provided at both services. Children and adults begin at 9:45. For more information on worship and service opportunities, log on to flcduluth.org or call First Lutheran Church at 728-3668. Member ELCA.
The skills you can develop as a soldier.
Okay, so I want to see where this is at. This is a new station for me.
In the high-tech job market of tomorrow, the Guard offers career training to take advantage of your skills in science, technology, engineering, and math that can help give you a leg up to a high-paying and rewarding STEM.
Okay, so I think this is probably not a new station, but this is probably KCSP, Kansas City, Missouri, which is 400 miles, 5,000 watts. Or not. It says Minnesota. Okay, well, I'll look it up. So just keep saying Duluth. So, alright, I'll look it up, and if I find information, I'll put it right here. Sweet. That might be a new station. Awesome.
Made in America and guaranteed for life, manufactured.
Okay, you know how it feels when you've saved enough for that long-awaited...
Good selectivity. Yeah, this is 620. WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 52 miles. That's what I thought I had. So I found a new station on 610.
Savings account earns an interest rate 5 times the national average. That's right, 5 times.
Sometimes the guards would sneak letters back and forth, but we were not allowed to visit until the day before sentencing, when the sheriff let us be together briefly.
Robin, it's so good to see you again.
Yes, praise God. I've been praying so much for this.
Me too, honey. I love you.
I love you too, Elias. Your letters have kept me going. Your letters and God's word.
So here we go. This is not CFO Chatham, Ontario. Usually it's country music. This is KYFI on 630. This is St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles, 5,000 watts. It's a Christian radio, I believe, or some type of religious station. Very cool.
Whatever happens,
as you can tell.
No, I will. I love you so much, Elias.
I love you this ring.
Rockin' out. This is 640 WMFN, Peatone, Illinois. 75 miles, 1,600 watts. Okay, the country music you hear in there, it's pretty hard to get that one. This is WSM, Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles on 650.
Pressure's right in his face. Red wine, the backup.
670 WSCR, the score.
Beats Edmonds. Edmonds is trying to block him, but the worst part about it is
be penalized for turning in a poem about God for a creative writing assignment. That one, fine. I get that. Because religion and poetry and literature, religion is literature. That's what religion is. But
700 is WLW, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
This is where we are. So we are done. So let me get this straight. So I'm a big.
Okay, so 720 WGN Chicago, local.
Love that music? It means 1-800-GOT-JUNK is on the job.
Got junk? All my radios work. My wife might say something else, but
all you have to do is point. We're hands-on.
Okay, so we got some good music coming in on CFZM 740, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles. Very nice.
Also will vary. Visit youraddictionteam.com/turns for more information.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Robert's with us on the card.
Coming in good tonight. WSB Atlanta, Georgia, 630 miles from me on 750. Beautiful.
Down the road by another happiest day of your life.
It's amazing because usually when I move this way, it nulls out, but it's not. Beautiful.
Thank you, Clark. are you today?
Great, thank you, Robert. Score was Michigan State 76, Seton Hall 73.
760 WGR Detroit. I'm going to try to go a little quicker, but I'm having fun discovering what this radio can do. Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles on 760.
Dreams together. Wall-side windows. Celebrating 75 years.
And then declaring that they were entering Egypt as being forward to require 2,000 to move back and
So this conversation here is pretty quiet. This is WABC, New York City, New York, on 770, 750 miles away.
Jobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
780 WBBM, Chicago.
Do you ever consider just how important your feet are? They're quite literally the foundation of your body.
Some sort of economic sanctions against China. Well, what tools are at the disposal of the Trump administration?
So this is 810
and what the people of Hong Kong?
I think we definitely need to start speaking up and saying that we understand there's a dividing line here.
This radio is definitely pulling the station in better than the Skywave. This is WGY, Albany, New York, 740 miles.
And I think if you just think that and look at, the comparison with what's the land.
An heir apparent. Or is Kirk Cousins going to be here beyond next year? Michael Randball is going to join us next segment. But in his column today, he reveals something interesting that
WCCO, Minneapolis, Minnesota, on 830. This is 310 miles.
So, their sons and their daughters to the demons. They poured out innocent blood. The blood of
WHAS, 840, Louisville, Kentucky, about 300 miles.
blood, no matter the reason for the statue.
Order of the court.
They're about what?
Edward, please present your argument.
Just picking up a hint of 850 KOA Denver, Colorado, which is 890 miles. Rock out to some French music. CJBC, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles.
Daniel McCullers on the play. Steelers have 2 timeouts remaining.
870 WWL, New Orleans, Louisiana, 865 miles.
With the schedule that is in front of the Browns, they have the easiest down the stretch. And so they have to holding them to about 36%.
A little bit of 880 WCBS here, New York City, New York.
Dining room to the kitchen to the family room.
890 WLS, Chicago.
Yeah, it was. There was.
We have to adjust the dial there. It's definitely off. Okay, I'm going to go a little quicker.
Delivered
with a disability
inside the streets. I mean, it was amazing. It would have been really, really dangerous to be out there. Have you ever? I think no one was around there. No one. Have you ever seen?
So 990 here is, I believe it's out a little further away. It is CBW, Winnipeg, Manitoba, 675 miles.
It happened very close to what.
time and skills on AMCYP.
1000 WMVP, Chicago. This is a great radio. I'm having a lot of fun with it. There's just so many stations. We're never going to get through this. We have to do another dedicated video.
We're the voice of Pittsburgh. News Radio 1040 KDKA. We're live. We're local. We're the voice of Pittsburgh. News Radio 1040 KDKA. We're live. We're local. We're the voice of Pittsburgh.
3 times.
1040 KDKA.
3 times the charm. That's pretty cool. So yeah, you figured out what station this is, guys?
Is KDKA radio.
You keep saying it. That's great. This is Pittsburgh, of course, and it's 450 miles away.
teen shooter who chose his 16th birthday to kill 2 students and...
This should be 1100. Let's see.
Ford recalling 168,000 F-150 pickup trucks from the 19...
Okay, so yeah, 1100 will be TAM, Cleveland, Ohio, 345 miles.
We can volunteer all over the River City, and at Hendricks, your family is our family. We're your destination for great vehicle selection and an award-winning customer experience.
Hi, I'm Ken Hyde.
Because the best is all we know. See your River City Chevrolet Buick GMC at HendricksRichmond.com.
Hey, sports fans, it's football season.
So yeah, 1140 WRVA, Richmond, Virginia. I said Richmond a few times. 665 miles. It's nice.
Radio.com has all your football coverage, and you'll also have access to sports shows like Jim Rome. Absolutely.
From the Bible bus in the country of Lithuania.
That's right. Many of us might have
1160 is local, WYLL, Chicago.
Lithuania, but it is in Central Europe, and it's a wonderful...
In there, you got Nick Chubb with already 27 carries
This is 1180.
on the day, and that's the luxury that the Browns have. You can manage the load.
This is WHAM, Rochester, New York, 545 miles.
Strong down the stretch.
What sounds like a classic radio show is actually a Christian radio show. It's KAAY, Little Rock, Arkansas, 570 miles.
Or Union Now, proudly presented by Jim Stevenson of Chapman Ford on the Boulevard. For 34 plus years, Stevenson has been servicing the needs of the Union community in Philadelphia and surrounding counties.
There you go, heard Philadelphia. This is WPHT, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles.
Contact Jim Stevenson at 215-698-7000. If your union is a member of the AFL-CIO, contact Jim at 215-698-7000.
LLA-JELL. Get your first bottle free plus shipping by visiting longevitybynature.biz, promo code COLAGEL.
On the top of the dial.
Free, heating, cooling, and plumbing.
Basically try to of the admission staffs to get on board and be cheerleaders for the project, which in turn leads to universities saying we want a more expanded contract and higher fees and that type of thing.
So 1540, here's the KXEL. This is Waterloo, Iowa. Got my little list here and giving distances and that, which is nice because I can't remember everything. I try. I'm super Todderbert sometimes, but you know. Did it sound like I said Todderbert? Todderburp. It's pretty funny. Yeah, KXEL is Waterloo, Iowa, 210 miles.
Colleges have to be on guard.
See what this radio tops out at.
November 14th at 7.
1620. This is the hazardous road antenna. WQBR 256. Okay. Music there is 1630. KCJJ, Iowa City, Iowa. 175 miles away, 1,000 watts at night. And we're almost done through the band scan. Yeah, it's a cool radio, guys. I'm enjoying it. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, that's where it tops out at. Nice music station, 1630. So yeah, you a little extra coverage. Didn't expect it. Awesome. Okay, let's go turn this off. Give final thoughts on the Patrolman 3 by Realistic. Should you buy one today? Yeah. If you can get one like me for $15, I mean, halfway decent shape. Yeah, it's rough around the edges, but it still works. It works like a charm. I love it. Yeah, pick it up. Have fun. I mean, it's just a cool shelf talker. I mean, it's pretty cool looking with the 3 round dials. I do like that with like the crosshairs on your frequency. It's pretty neat. I'm sure this is targeted towards a younger audience, but wow, what a cool radio. And to have a metal handle. And when I took it apart, this volume and squelch knobs were on a metal plate also on the backside. So they're mounted. Everything's mounted very well inside here. This was built to last, and it has. Pretty impressed. So if you like this video, give me a big like. You guys are amazing. This radio is amazing. Enjoying it. Definitely, if you like Patrolman, you like Realistic Brand, subscribe, hit the bell icon for future videos. I'm always on the lookout for cool radios like this for add to the collection. We have a few Patrolmans already, which I'll have in this list up here. You can check out the different ones. And of course, 3, comment below what you think about the Patrolman 3. Did you used to have one? Let us know how what your story is about this radio. Did you enjoy it? Did you find some cool stuff? It'd be neat to hear what you have to say. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.